I'm going to make this as clear as possible for you to understand how to set up and run an effective cold email outreach campaign. 8 steps, additional resources, references, and more. Let's get going. Not a second to waste, so let's get straight to it. Step 1, do thorough ICP research. Before using cold emailing in your sales outreach strategy, you need to answer the question, who are my potential customers? Spoiler alert, a vague response like software companies or companies that sell real estate services isn't gonna cut it. You need to get specific by creating an ideal customer profile. An ideal customer profile is the foundation for a successful sales outreach strategy. Creating one helps you make the best use of your time because you'll be able to find leads that are most likely to convert. To find your ICP, get clear on details like lead location, company size, revenue, and industry. This list is non-exhaustive. However, it's an excellent starting point for finding your ideal customer. When creating your ICP, collect data from sources like your CRM, social media platforms, and customer interviews. Assuming you're using a CRM, here's a quick example that could be very helpful for you. Open up your CRM, get the email of a customer or prospect, and then Google the location of customer company. Search for the revenue of customer company, then search for the company size of customer company. Finally, check LinkedIn to know the job title of the customer or prospect from customer company. Following this process for other customers or prospects will help you identify patterns. For instance, if 80% of your customers are based in the US, you can create an ICP profile that targets US-based leads. If you find that most of your customers are enterprise companies, this should go into your ICP as well. All right, step 2, find and verify contact data. After preparing your ICP, you need to find their contact data. To do this, I'll be sharing 3 ways. First way, use web scraping and email finding tools. Web scraping and email finding tools are great resources for finding and verifying the emails of leads. Tools like Arrow Leads let you find leads from LinkedIn or conduct a bulk lead search. Voila Norbert, Hunter, Snovia, Wizza, and Lusha are similar tools that function the same way. You can also use these tools alongside LinkedIn Sales Navigator. The next way, use sales intelligence platforms. A more sophisticated but pricey approach is to subscribe to a sales intelligence platform like ZoomInfo, Visual Visitor, Leadfeeder, Overloop, or UpLead. These platforms are huge databases with advanced search and filtering features. With a profile of your ideal customer behavior at hand, prospecting time will reduce thanks to buyer intent data, website visitor ID, and extensive website analytics features. Moving on to my last way, outsourcing the process. If you lack the time or the skills to use the above tools, you can outsource the finding of lead contact data to third parties, but be careful who you partner with. Buying an inaccurate email list from a shady vendor will make your salespeople waste time on unqualified leads that just won't close. So if you're working with an agency or a freelance platform like Upwork, make sure you choose vendors who work with your ICP and can customize your B2B lead search. Stay away from those with questionable data collection methods so you don't breach the terms of service of your email service provider. If you do, some contacts may mark your emails as spam, you'll damage your email reputation, and your future emails may keep entering the spam folder of your contacts. It's a lose-lose-lose situation. Step 3, do lead segmentation. Sending personalized cold emails to a few tens of leads is practical, but if you're emailing hundreds or thousands of leads, individual email personalization isn't gonna work. What you can do though is segment your lead contact list. Lead segmentation lets you group contacts based on criteria like age, gender, job title, industry, seniority level, past purchases, buyer intent, or geographical location. This is actually part of what our Belkins team did to generate a closed lead worth of $1.5 million for one of our clients, Driveline. The managers of Driveline's account, Elisa and Maria, put it this way. To achieve the best results possible while delivering a personalized offer, we split Driveline's ICPs into 2 segments, retailers and brands. We then drilled down again and divided each segment into previous and new clients before sending them customized messages. In turn, by creating custom messages, you have multiple email sequences that could perform better than one generic email that doesn't distinguish between titles, software use, website visits, and so on. Put another way, if you segment your lead list, your emails have a better chance of converting and you could make bank. Step 4, nail your value proposition. Your value proposition makes you different from others. It provides leads with the logic they need to take action or trust you to deliver. Let's say that Belkins' team is targeting sales leaders who are hiring SDRs. One of the pain points of these sales leaders is the time-consuming hiring process. Check out this example of a cold email with a value proposition that focuses on this specific pain point. Okay, now that you checked it out, did you see that in just 2 paragraphs, this cold email shows instant value, uses industry-specific terms, acknowledging the pain point, focusing on what the lead wants, and quantifying previous results of the vendor killer? When using your value proposition, ensure you reflect outcomes. Don't say how brilliant your tool or solution is and describe its great features. Instead, explain the outcome of using your product. This way, you build a connection with your leads, and they may want to respond to your cold email. Step 5, write valuable cold emails that can convert. No one likes to read boring and salesy emails, or an email that adds no value, or one that requires too much effort from the lead. But sadly, busy people always get them, and yes, they dump them too. So to ensure leads open and respond to your cold emails, follow 3 simple steps. Use an excellent email subject line, employ social proof, and leave the pitching for the next time. You can find more details on each of these tips and more in an article that I included in the description box below. Step 6, set up your cold emails for success. Before sending a cold email using a marketing automation tool, several critical steps need to be taken to ensure its effectiveness. First, the from line should feature personal names rather than generic addresses, enhancing connection and open rates. It's also important to use a business email with the company's domain to maintain professionalism. The first line of the email is crucial as it appears in the recipient's inbox preview. It should capture attention and not just promote the company or product. Personalization in this line can significantly impact the recipient's interest. In addition to crafting the email content thoughtfully, conducting A/B testing is essential for optimizing campaign elements like the subject line, sender name, content, call to action, and send times. Tools like HubSpot, Sendinblue, and MailChimp facilitate this analysis to improve engagement and conversion rates. Lastly, warming up the mailbox is a key step to prevent emails from landing in spam folders, ensuring they reach the intended audience and effectively contribute to lead generation and quota achievement. Step 7, appointment setting. After getting a positive response from prospects, it's time to book the appointment. You can use tools like Calendly and Chili Piper to automate the process, but be sure to send prospects a confirmation of the meeting and include information like the call agenda and a link to the meeting location. You can also set up auto reminders about the meeting a few days before and the day of the call. Our 8th and final step, follow up with leads. Some leads may not respond to your first cold email because your subject line wasn't catchy. Others don't because your email landed in their spam folder or got drowned in the sea of messages they receive. Just don't give up on these leads. Reach out to them by duplicating your list and sending the same first email to those who didn't open them. If you still don't get a response, follow up once every 2 or 3 working days. It's also a great idea to arm follow-up emails with potent social proof elements such as your customer testimonials and niche-related case studies. For example, not to miss a single lead, we established a sales enablement process in HubSpot, which empowered us to send timely follow-ups and resulted in $5 million in new revenue. When leads respond to your follow-up, make sure you personalize your future messages so they recollect what you're talking about. For instance, a lead may reply that they are interested but too busy and can't book any meetings. When following up, your message should remind them of the period of your last conversation and the details of your offer. In contrast, if any lead doesn't respond after 4 or 5 follow-ups, call it quits. Put these unresponsive leads on a do not contact list so they don't mark your email as spam. After a while, re-engage them and see if they convert. And there you have it, 8 steps to set up your sales strategy for success, but I want to give you even more. In the description box below, you can find the link to an article on this same exact topic, but also including some free templates, sequences, statistics, resources, and much more. So go and check it out. Thanks for watching. Leave us a comment if you have any other steps that you would include personally, but don't forget to subscribe and happy sales endeavors. See ya.